Biscuits and tea.
I am currently in a turf war with a couple pigeons right now.
Oh, what do they want
They
specifically?
want so you know how the balconies here, they have the shades that you can pull up and down.
Yeah.
So I had mine kind of open for a bit, and I wasn't going out on it,
Okay.
and I wasn't paying attention. And these two pigeons decided they were going to make a nest inside my balcony, which is
Ooh.
completely closed in. So I opened it one time, and there's just these sticks everywhere. Like what the fuck are these sticks doing here? And then I closed that figure. I was like, goddamn pigeons. So I close it, and now every day for a couple hours, they just stare outside my window, just staring at me, like trying to get me
Oh, this is odd.
Dude, that has been happening to me for the past 6 months. I'm not kidding. There's pigeons right outside my door that are like up in like the right in this little nook. And there's this angry mom or dad bird. Every
They're
time I come out, it gets pissed,
Wow.
dude. And it flies out and
Wow.
it's like and
Wow.
it scares me every time.
The guy is definitely the more aggressive one. He's like starts if my windows are open, he'll start poking his head in. His wife's definitely a little bit more reserved. I think
They're
she just comes
terrifying.
along to make sure that he doesn't do anything just stupid. And then if I look at them for a little bit, they'll fly away. But they'll sit on the lamppost. I'll look out, and both of them will just be on this lamppost, like 15 feet away, just looking at the window.
Oh my gosh, dude.
They're
Yeah, no, I mean, I every time I come out, the nest is right here, and then there's
yeah.
like a little roof, and the bird is just sitting on the roof. Look, it can see me, it can see down, and it can see the nest, and it's just sitting there, just walking around, just guarding everything. And it's
Did you ever think about how like on the outside of my house we have a tree that's directly in front of
yeah.
not like in the actual lawn, but like
Hmm.
literally up close to the house. So there was a nest there. Uh and the branches, Tyler, that tree's been there since we've had the house. It's
Yeah.
like 20 years, something like this.
Mhm.
It's a long time, and generally you need to trim this, and like we hadn't done it in a very long time, and my dad had wanted to do it once, but then there was a nest in there. So
Mhm.
I remember he was pissed off because I was thinking how cool. Two things I was thinking that were cool. One, it was cool because this nest is here, and the bird, by the way, was one of these super chill. The babies were there, the eggs like that. When it would go away, you could peek up and like
Yeah.
look in and like
The
see it,
birds
and we got to see I don't know what type of bird it was. Wasn't anything exotic though, not like a blue jay or
Yeah.
anything like that. Very, very
A
normal,
robin.
standard bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, robin possibly. And so you could see, and I got to see the babies. I got to see the whole thing happen from the nest to the eggs being there,
Mhm.
to the bird sitting on the eggs. And the thing is that I also thought was weird. Imagine that's your house. Like, first off, they just how crazy. Like, you go inside, you take a little shower. Oh, it gets a little cold. Let me put a sweater on. Like, let me adjust this thing. No, it rained during that time. There was lightning, wind, like every time. And so, like, I started to get really invested in the thing too. So, like, it's like raining. I'm like, I hope they're okay. Like, I hope everything's okay because I'm like, I don't want anything to happen. But that's just you know what that is? That's just wussy ass human
Yeah.
thinking because I go inside when it rains
Yeah.
because I don't want to get wet.
Yeah.
They're like, no, this is
We're taking a
this is
bath.
normal. Like,
Yeah.
this is what we do. Yeah. And so like everything happened, and then they also no deaths, nothing. The birds, little birds, like they hatched, and like after like a week or less, they were ready, and boom, gone. They
Wow.
left, and then the thing was there.
That's what I've
My
been.
dad was
Yeah.
only happy.
It's like good
No, I was just
karma.
gonna finish it though. He was pissed off because he couldn't trim the branch. He was like, finally, I can cut down this tree. Like he didn't care about how cool it was. He's just like, I don't want to cut
I
the tree down.
know. But it's
Like,
like I
yeah, go
do. I
ahead.
feel bad. Like you feel bad cutting down the branch and just ruining their home. You know, like you'd feel really bad. And like
That's what
I feel bad, and it's like I don't want to. But it's been 6 months. Like literally, these birds have been there for 6 months. They shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I walk up the stairs. It scares me because it's massive. I'm telling you guys, this pigeon is huge. I'll take a picture of it so we can pop it up on this.
Oh yeah.
But it is scary, dude. It's aggressive.
you want to hear some bad news?
What?
Pigeons
What?
use magnetic fields to
Oh.
find their nest. So when they find a spot, they'll keep going there for years.
Oh God. Oh.
So you have to. Could you? All right, let's just assume that the animal rights activist people, guys, if you're an animal rights activist, go ahead and skip ahead right now as we talk about this. Do you think if you killed the pigeon, you think if you shot a pigeon or like hit it with a bat or something like that, and it still survived, do you think it would still come back? Like if you started a real war with a,
If you hit it with a bat,
you didn't kill it.
dead. I think
You gotta. I mean, I'm not talking.
get
If you connect,
off.
yeah, it's over. Like you've definitely knocked it. But then again, I was sitting at a Borders years ago, maybe Barnes and Noble, and I was reading a book, sitting at the cafe, and it sounded like once again like a truck hit the building, and everybody freaked out. Coffee's going everywhere. It just like that, and the seats that you can sit up there up against the window where you can you're sitting, you're facing your high chair, like high stool. No one knew what was happening, so I leaned up over the over the thing to see that it was a bird that had hit the window at the speed of God. I don't even know what sort of speed, and it was doing a little bit like this, and then it took and it got up and flew away. So I don't know.
It was
I don't. Yeah, do they have I don't know a lot about. I want to have somebody on who's an expert on birds now, because we've had these encounters with birds on the soccer field getting attacked by hawks, and then now we have these pigeons that are. I think that
pigeons.
And then for whatever reason, when we had the esports logo made up, Nate incorporated an owl. I see a trend in Golaremian birds that I'm not really sure what's going on, but I'm kind of scared of them. I'm gonna be honest.
You're scared.
What's the study of birds? What is what are you?
Wingology.
Bird lawyer.
Birdology. Birdologist. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Study of, what do we call it? So when we go to look for the person to get on the podcast, study of
Beaktologist.
Ornithology.
It blows.
It's
ornithology.
Ornithology.
It blows my mind that some people get these birds, like the African greys, that live for 60, 80 years.
What's that? Oh.
And they have the intelligence of a 3-year-old. It'd just be having this 3-year-old with a razor sharp beak that's gonna live for 60 to 80 years. They're cool, but I could never.
Yeah.
How can you trust a bird?
You can't. That's the thing. You can't trust any of those things. You guys saw. You can't trust any of those. Any sort of animal that has a higher level of consciousness that isn't a dog.
Yeah.
Can almost I mean, you can trust. What's that lady? There's a Jane Goodall lady who basically went and studied. Maybe not orangutans.
Chimpanzees. Yeah, I think gorillas. Chimpanzees. Yeah.
Chimpanzees, and she became friends with them, and she was teaching and talking to them, and doing all this stuff, and it's just we don't understand what level of consciousness they have and stuff like that. But I don't know, Tyler. I was in Denmark before we did Unisport once, and there was a. I can already guess, or sorry, you guys can already guess what these people look like. I'm just gonna describe something to you, and then I want both of you guys to tell me what sector of the human populace they came from. There was a guy and a girl. It was a cafe, nice cafe. I'm not saying that it was. That doesn't give you any clues. It wasn't like a trucker disgusting bar. Nothing like. No, just a normal cafe.
You get coffee and sandwiches and tea.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, the European style cafe. Okay. In comes a guy and a girl, and on this guy's shoulder is a massive bird. A massive bird, not a small one. That also talks. I don't know what type because he's a
pirate. They're pirates.
Yeah. Could you guys tell me what sector?
What season was this?
Of human. Right now, it would be the time. This sunny.
Spring. I'm guessing
springish.
I'm guessing they both had long braided matted hair, blonde.
One of them did.
Not blonde. Not blonde. I'm guessing flip flops. Super baggy pants that
cargos,
are kind of
lots of storage.
Yeah, and then just the shirt,
tank top.
No.
Exposed chest hair, armpit hair.
Maybe a really colorful.
Exposed hair, chest.
Yeah, really colorful.
Exposed hair.
Sleeve shirt with a deep V kind of.
Yeah, not a tank top, but you can definitely see the natural hair coming out.
Exactly. All of that, 100%. That's it. That was them. And I didn't know what the whole thing. They didn't think it was weird at all that every once in a while their bird would go, "Arr, arr, arr," like that.
You can't
And
just
like
bring a
there's
bird in.
people. Yes, dude.
But that's like that's our
Like it was
society
saying
now.
shit.
That's our society. You have to be PC. You have to accept everything that's going on. Oh, okay. If maybe it's the bird helps them stay calm or something. Or
Exactly.
Therapy bird.
Yeah. I stopped everything I was doing. I remember I had like the computer out and like I had my notebook out and like I had stuff done. But I shut everything down to just watch the shit show
yeah,
of these people walking up to the front and everyone accepting it.
no, I'm not
Some
accepting that.
people thinking that it was cool.
I'm gonna walk up to them and say, "Okay, wait a second. You're in a cafe and you got a bird on your shoulder. Is
You
that
know,
up to code? Is that up to code?"
the second you put your finger out like this, it's gone.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
dude.
gone. The conversation ended before you even got your first word out.
I didn't. If I should have like that's a thing that you take a picture of
yeah,
and like if I was more like active on social media
yeah,
as like
yeah.
a straight moment to just be like what is
Were they
happening?
Danish?
You know. They were foreign. They were foreign for sure. Your they were not your average Dane. I don't know any Danish people that walk around with birds either. We probably have to claim them. To be honest, they're probably Americans.